Cherries from Cherries Philippine Journey. We're still at the Rusi's dealership here in Barotac. I think that's how you pronounce it. So just signed the deal. There's Rosie and did the paperwork. Hey, and got me a bike for better or worse. So walk over here and we talk about some deals. I ended up paying 70,000 pesos, which is $1,300. They've got to clean it up and make some adjustments. So here's the bike I purchased. This is a 200cc Rusi 5-speed. Has 8 inches of travel, we'll call it. I measured it best I could, so approximately 8 inches in the front. And I'm going to guess it's got 6, 7, 8 in the back. What I discovered as I got done with it, this doesn't have linkage, so just a straight rate shock. So there's no linkage underneath, so it doesn't have as much travel as I thought it might with linkage. So I'm going to guess 8 in the front and let's say 6 in the back. Might be a little bit more, but I'll call it 6 inches. So that's kind of the negative with the bike. Other than that, we'll talk about most of the highlights. Like the exhaust is nice shape, relatively small. Has a nice sound to it. They've really bent over backwards trying to make all the adjustments for me. Got a nice seat on it. Naturally, it'd be hard as a rock touring on it, but it's made for standing up and hitting bumps and stuff like that. Love the back end of it. It's got a little LED tail light with real cool looking LED turn signals. So I think that's the way every bike should come. So that's really terrific. Nice LED. The front, I think, is a halogen bulb. But it's got a nice shape to it. They really did a nice job mimicking KTM. And then they got, of course, the LEDs matching in the front. They're on flexible stems. It's got an alloy bar. I'm sure it's not, again, like a Pro Tape or nothing, but it's kind of looks like a Pro Taper, and it is alloy. They tell me. I didn't put a magnet on it. 5-speed, 200cc, big wide pegs like you don't get on a Honda. So that's nice. So foldable, not foldable here, kickstart and electric, carbureted, little fold passenger pegs. So it's a nice looking bike. The front is really rigid. It's got a large diameter forks on it. So I would say they're 43 to 48 millimeter. They're pretty beefy. I tried to twist the front end on it and I really couldn't move it. Just a cable pull clutch. So again, this is a $1,300 bike, 70,000 pesos. There's a lot of motorcycles. So, is it as good as a Honda? No. Is some of the stuff, the styling and some of the features on it as good or better than the Honda? Yes. I would say the Honda has better suspension. It really depends what you're doing with it. So what I'm having them do for me is they're going to get me bar risers up here, 1 to 2 inch bar risers. We're going to get Exervis wraparound guards up here. They're going to order them in, orange preferably or white. And then they're going to put a 18-21 inch wheel on it. Because right now it comes 16, stock is 16 in the back and 18. But they are aggressive. They're what I would say full-on dirt bike tires. But I'm going to, like I said, upgrade. They're going to be 21 in the front, 18. Right now it's got a 35-inch seat height, so it'll probably have about a 37-inch seat height around there, 36 and a half when it's all done. But that's not a problem for me because I'm tall. So I just got this as a play bike. I'm an old guy right now. You know, I'm 61 in my racing days, and worrying about flying over everything is I don't really care about. I'm just going to street ride and, you know, go up the trails and putt around the mountainsides here in the Philippines. There's literally hundreds of miles of trails, so that's what I'm looking to do. And I didn't want to spend, you know, half, $6,000, $10,000, $12,000 in a bike. So for $1,300, I could buy 3 or 4 of these, or 4 of them literally, for the price of the Honda 300, which I also looked at. Of course, the Honda had the big bulky tail light that you had to fiddle with. The brakes aren't very good on the Honda. Not to say these are good, I haven't ridden it yet. It's for a $1,300 bike. I think that's pretty darn good bike. 6-month warranty on it. Wave rotors on it, so that's pretty good. They're a little thin. They're not very thick. So, but it's stylish looking. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll let you know what I think as I get to ride it. I'm going to ride it home here in an hour or 2. We're going to clean it up and make some adjustments for me and talk about the parts that we're going to get in to build it, continue to build it. So, and they're willing to, you know, we're going to adjust the handlebars, put all the parts on. I think it comes with a lifetime free oil change. Now, I think I buy the oil, but I think they add the oil. But they had the blue, they got the orange, they got the red one here. So, and then they also make a green Kawasaki looking one, so they try to mimic all the other brands. The seat's very aggressive, ribbed and very rigid. It's a hard seat. It's not going to be comfortable. I'm going to have them put this seat on this is a smooth seat. I would like that better for my old butt, but it's very narrow, and it's not a bike you're going to sit down and cruise 3 hours or do a big road trip. You're going to get off and on and ride for an hour or 2, and then you know, get off and rest your butt. And so people get on these. This is not a touring bike. This is a play bike, and get you to point A to point B and short little trips around town. So that's the purpose of it. By no means do I think this is a KTM. So anyhow, if you got any questions or comments, this is a new outlet to Terry's Philippine journey. So I'll be giving you updates as I get stuff fixed and repaired, or if I have any problems with it. But hydraulic brakes front and back. It's not fuel injected, it's carbureted, so clutch is not hydraulic or nothing. So it's very basic. It does have a plastic tank, which is nice. I think somebody, I read that it was 8 liter. So that's all plastic, not metal. So that should be good, because I don't like the metal ones. They're kind of hard and dent, and they're heavy. So I think it's got a pro taper style bar and a big heavy cross member there. So I think it's got a lot of neat features. The front fenders got a nice KTM-ish modern look to it. The headlight looks really modern. I think it's a good looking bike. We'll come over here. This is the 150. They make it the 150 and 250. They got this one cleaned up. This is a 150, so same thing as I'm getting, except I'm getting the 200. But this one's clean, so you can kind of see there. So, but for you hardcore dirt bike guys, it might not be for you, because this has a straight, I call it a straight rate shop. No linkage, it's bolted directly to the swing arm on up to the front. So I'm guessing, 6 inches of travel at best would be a guesstimate. So, which is kind of substandard for dirt biking, but in my humble opinion, so I've always rode bikes with 11, 12 inches of travel. I've had I've had everything there is made. I've owned or raced or done, ridden over the years when I was younger. So this is just a cheap play bike. It's kind of I look at it as a moped. So it's my little scooter moped here in the Philippines. So this is, which looks like a race bike at first glance, so which I think is really cool. So I don't think anything's wrong with something looking good. And it is not a race bike. It's just a bike that looks like one. So anyhow, I hope to enjoy it. I'll be sharing my thoughts on it as I get to ride it and test it. I'm gonna get started with the guys. So, all right, that's my time from the Philippines at a Rusi dealer here in Iloilo area. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more about the motorcycle aspects.